Hey everybody, welcome back to Fourth and Short. My name's Carter, and today we're going to be breaking down the Green Bay Packers loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So this game was extremely disappointing, specifically on the defensive side of the ball. It was just, the Buccaneers were gashing our defense, and it was just really hard to watch. Jordan Love had a really good game, a really good bounce-back game from last week. His performance against the Giants wasn't ideal, and he definitely bounced back in a big way. Just the defense really was not getting it done. For the Packers offense, though, Jordan Love went 29 for 39. He had 284 yards and 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Again, just a really good game. He had 1 or 2 amazing throws that I was just completely mind blown that he made. He definitely missed a few receivers towards the beginning of the game, but definitely turned it up as the game went on. In the ground game, the Packers got Aaron Jones back from injury, which was huge. A.J. Dillon was out this game actually, but Aaron Jones slid right in. First drive, had the majority of his touches. It was really frustrating to see the Packers use him on that first drive and have such success, and then proceed to not use him really the whole game. He had a lot of touches on that first drive, a lot of runs. He was really doing really well against that defense, and then they just didn't use him as much. I don't know if he was on limited snaps or something, but that was frustrating to see. He had 13 runs for 53 yards, but overall disappointed that we didn't use him more. In the receiving game, Dontavian Wicks, 6 catches for 97 yards, led the team. Tucker Kraft, 4 catches for 57 yards and a touchdown. He has been really looking good since Luke Musgrave went out, our other rookie tight end. And both of our rookie tight ends have looked really comfortable with Jordan Love, and really just helping Jordan Love have that little security blanket when he needs a check down. Jaden Reed had 6 catches for 52 yards. He had an amazing toe tap touchdown, which was just crazy. Jordan Love on the run, slung it in there. I thought he was going to run for the first down, honestly. It was like 3rd and 15, and I thought he was going to run. He had a big running lane. He threw it, and my heart just dropped, honestly, because I didn't expect it to be completed. And Jaden Reed completely stopped his momentum and just pointed those toes for an amazing catch. So now we get to the Buccaneers offense. Baker Mayfield went 22 for 28, 381 yards, 4 touchdowns. He did have a fumble, which led to a Packers score, but no interceptions on the game. Rachaad White in the ground attack, 21 rushes for 89 yards. Had a hard time with him as well, although it was a lot better than the pass defense. Chris Godwin, 10 catches for 155 yards. Moore, 2 catches for 68 yards and a touchdown. Mike Evans, 4 catches for 57 yards and a touchdown. Rachaad White, 2 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown. And then you had 2 tight ends here. You had K. Dotton, 2 catches for 44 yards. And then Ko Kieft, I believe is how you say it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he had 1 catch for 2 yards and a touchdown. So the Packers passing defense came into this game 8th in the league, and I was pretty comfortable with the passing defense. Obviously, Jair Alexander's been out. We traded Rasul Douglas. We got Eric Stokes back this game, but it's been really thin with Valentine. In this game too, Valentine, and then we had Eric Stokes come back. At safety, we had Rudy Ford. I love Devondre Campbell, and I love Quay Walker at linebacker, but for some reason, we could just not cover any of these Buccaneers wide receivers or tight ends, and running backs for that matter. I mean, every single drive, they would be back in something like 2nd and 18 after the first play. We would get a sack, we would get a tackle for loss, we get a penalty on them, and then we would just give it back to them on 2nd down, and they'd be left in 3rd and short to even a 1st down. And it was just really frustrating to get them behind the sticks and then proceed to just let it back like it wasn't a big deal. So with this game, the Packers drop out of the playoff picture to be replaced by the Saints. Unfortunately, the Packers are now 6-8 on the season. Their next 3 games are the Carolina Panthers next week, and then in Minnesota against the Vikings, and then at home against the Bears in Week 18. So in order for the Packers to make the playoffs, we'd obviously have to win out, and then we'd need some help to get in. I considered this game to be almost like a playoff game where if you lose, we're probably not going to make the playoffs. Luckily, we have a really young team. This young team, which we know will have most of these pieces that are really important around, like Jordan Love, possibly guys like Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs, Jaden Reed, even AJ Dillon, and we'll have those guys around for 4 years in the case of some of these rookies and sophomore players, which is really nice to have that nucleus really set in stone for the next few years. But this season, kind of disappointing here. Obviously, we're not out of the playoffs, and I'm not saying we're out of the playoffs, but we're going to need a lot of help to get into the playoffs. So guys, thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and check out my channel for more NFL videos.